Now we are going to calculate the closing stock, value of closing stock with the help of FIFO method. FIFO means first in first out method. So for that we are going to prepare three columns. The first one is we have to write the date, and the second column we are going to write the receipts. In that we are going to give three columns. One is for quantity, and the second one is for rate, and the third one is for amount. In the same manner we are going to write for issue column also. It is the first one is for quantity, the second one is for rate, third one is for amount, and finally the balance column also the same wise. It is quantity, rate and amount. So first we are going to see the question. In that it was given that on 1st October the opening balance is 100 units at rupees 5 each. So I have written that opening balance is 100 units at the rate of rupees 5. It is total is 500 units. So here in these columns I didn't written anything because there is no need to write anything here. Just we are going to copy the opening balance in the balance column, 100 units at the rate of rupees 5. Just by multiplying this I have written as 500. So second one, on 2nd October it was given that receipts is 500 units at the rate of rupees 6. So I have copied that 500 units and rupees 6 from the question, and just by multiplying I have written 300. So here we are not going to write anything here. And finally in the balance column, from the opening balance we have to bring the opening balance down, and also we have to take that 500 units from the receipt column. Finally on October 2nd we are having 600 units, but the rate may differ. For 100 units rupees 5, and for 500 units we are having the quantity is rupees 6. And then it was given on 20th October there was the issue of 300 units. So we have to issue 300 units from the slot. We are having two slots, one is for 100 and another one is 500. So here first in this method it is first in first out. So first we have to take the first slot. We are having two slots, one is 100 and second one is 500. So this method is first in first out. So we must take the first slot and our first choice. So we are going to take 100 from this first slot and the remaining 200 from the second slot. Listen, 100 from the first slot and the remaining 200 from the second slot, because we have to give 300 units as a issue. We are having 300 units, so we cannot take that 300 total from this 500 because it is first in first out. First we have to use the first slot, after only we are going to use the second slot. So that first I have taken the 100 from the first slot, it is rupees 500, and 200 from the second slot at rupees 6, that is 1200. Now you see we have given 300 units. In the question also it was asked to give us 300 units. We have also given 300 units, but totally we are having 600 units. From that we have given 300 units, but the rate may differ. Already I have said you that the rate may differ. Now you see we are having this 300 units at the rate of rupees 6. The 100 units lot we have given that 100 units at rupees 5 already. So there is no 100 units at rupees 5. The 5 rupees slot is not available. 5 rupees slot is not available. So hereafter we are going to issue only from this 300 units at rupees 6. Then next point, on November 6 it was given the purchase of that received November 6 received 500 units of rupees 5 each. So on November 6 500 units of 5 each. So totally we have 2500. So at last I am going to write that 500 also here. So we are having that 100 units and then also 500 units. 100 is of rupees 6 and 500 is of rupees 5. So on December 10, on December 10 we are asked to issue 300 units. Now we are want to give 300 units. Here we are having only 600 units. From the 600 units we are going to give 300 units. We are going to issue 300 units. So we cannot take the 300 totally from this 500. Why? We are in the first out method. So first we have to empty this 100 units and next we have to come to the 500 units. So 100 units at rupees 600. Then from this 500 we have to deduct 200. From this 500 only we have to take 200. I have taken 200 at the rate of rupees 5. So 1000. So see here, remaining we are having 300 units. You see 100 already we have given. From this 500 we have given the 200. So balance we have 300 units at the rate of rupees 5. So this 100 units we have emptied the pockets fully. So there is no 600 or there is no units at rupees 6. So only we are having the unit at rupees 5 only. So we have written 300 units into rupees 5. The total amount is 1500. Here finally we are having on December 10. On December 10 our balance is 300 units at rupees 5. It is 1500. We are clear in this. Now finally it was given on December 12. We have to give 250 units. We have to give 250 units as our issue at rupees 5. 250 units at rupees 5. How we have taken this 5? Here we are having 300 units at rupees 5 only. From this 300 units at rupees 5 we have given this 250. From this 300 units we have given the 250 at the rate of rupees 5. That is 1250. The balance is 50. We have deducted the 300 and 250. From that we are getting the final answer as 50 at rupees 5. It is 250. So our closing stock is 50 units and the value is rupees 250. So in this problem we are asked to calculate the closing stock. What is our closing stock? It is 50. Our closing stock is 50 units and our value for that stock is rupees 250. So finally I am going to give a summary of this problem. So listen. In the receipt column we have to enter all the receipts items and we have to transfer that item to the balance column also, and we have to record that issue item in the issue column, and from there for that we have to detect the units. We have to detect the units from the balance column. We have to compare the units from the balance column, and while seeing that balance column we have to keep in mind that we have to take the follow the first in first out method, that we have to take the first slot at first and the second slot if there is a balance or in need only, then only we have to take the second slot. So first we have to take the first slot and we have to calculate these calculations, and after that we will get the closing stock. We have to detect all the items given in the issue columns with the balance. Finally we will get the closing stock. We can record the value for the closing stock also. So this is the first in first out method.